the future of the world. And if you stay with me until the end of this video, you're going to understand why China isn't just competing in the future of technology, it's already defining it. Now, our story begins with something most people outside of China barely pay attention to, the annual Chinese New Year Gala. This televised event airs across China during the country's most important holiday. And this is not just any old TV show. It's one of the most watched broadcasts on the planet, receiving over 23 billion views across all media platforms. Chinese families gather together to watch performances of music, dance, and comedy, marking the beginning of a new lunar year. But in 2025, China did something unusual. Humanoid robots made their debut, and it was a chance for China to show off their technology to the country and the entire world. Last year, the robots marched on stage in perfect synchronized moves, waving red flags and doing a dance that was well received, and added a new element of tech into a show which has been running in China since 1983. But here is where the story gets wild. Just 12 months later, the 2026 Spring Festival Gala launched a brand new series of humanoid robots. And just look at the insane amount of progress Chinese engineers made in just 1 year. These robots move with flawless precision, executing some of the most complicated moves ever seen from a robot. They were completing backflips, doing advanced kung fu moves, and even were able to run full speed, kick off a wall, complete a somersault, and land in perfect balance. But behind the spectacle lies a hard-nosed industrial strategy. Beijing is now betting on robotics to boost productivity to combat an aging workforce. Behind this year's show was 4 of China's leading robotics companies, including Unitree, Galbot, Notix, and Magic Lab. Last year, a total of 13,000 humanoid robots were shipped across the world, and incredibly, China was responsible for 90% of those. Morgan Stanley now expects sales of Chinese humanoid robots to more than double to 28,000 units this year. But what we really need to be looking at is the actions of China's president, Xi Jinping, who met with 5 different robotics startup founders last year alone. This is important to note because China's president only meets with companies that are vital to China's national ambitions, sectors like AI and semiconductors. Once again, we are seeing China pull away in a new industry that is going to have a profound effect on the future of our world. Just look at this chart and you can see the incredible lead Chinese companies, Unitree and Agibot, have secured. On the flip side, American robotics companies, including Tesla, have only delivered a total of 450 robots. Even Elon Musk, America's most prolific entrepreneur, was quoted as saying that China's progress is ass-kicker next level. And I have to be honest, Elon's comments are spot on. I mean, right now, you can go on Amazon and order these Chinese robots and have them delivered to your house in the United States as we speak. Talk about a first mover advantage. Now, to be fair, the humanoid robots industry is still in its infancy, and the robots are far from reaching their full potential. Productivity of these robots is currently only 30 to 40% of a human worker. In addition, the battery life on these robots only lasts for 2 to 3 hours. But once again, I want to remind you of just how much progress was made in the last 12 months alone. What happens to these robots in 5 to 10 years? The potential is enormous.
This is SG again. Good morning. You see what China is doing to the robot? You see where the millionaires and the billionaires are going right now? There's going to be no need for human beings, construction worker, building bridges and roads. It's all going to be done by AI and by the robots. To run the AI center, you got to use a lot of water. So a lot of water is going to get contaminated. And AI, all the executives, all the people that go into school to be doctors and lawyers and businessmen and school teachers, there's going to be no need for those people no more. Within 5 years, Bill Gates said, within 5 years, the robots going to be them took over from the doctors. They can do it twice as fast as you. They can do it 100% better than you. And what's going to happen to the human beings? What's going to happen to all the people that work at the bank? What's going to happen to all the nurses and all the doctors and all the teachers? and all the people that build bridges, all those jobs are gone. The Bible say that we not supposed to follow after this. That's what he's talking about. A fountain can't bring forth fresh water and salt water at the same time. You know, you judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. See, we believe in Christ, so we got to reject this mark. That means that you're going to have to deny yourself. Because there's no question that the millionaires and the billionaires, they ain't going to have no need for us no more. They don't have to be back-talked no more. They don't have to be questioned no more. This is where God told us not to go. That's why it's so important for you to get to know Christ. So that when the time comes, that you won't be able to sell your soul to the devil just for lust and just for power and just for money. If you don't stand up now and defend Christ and God right now, you can see where we're going. We are not going to a good place. We're going to where there's going to be a whole bunch of chaos. And people going to be mad, and people going to be slaughtering each other in the street just for the little old resources that left for water or employment. Do you see they ever tell you what they're going to do with all the millions and around the world, out of 8 billion people? Maybe only 1 billion people is going to be working, and 7 billion or 8 billion ain't going to have nothing to do. Can you imagine the chaos that's going to come? Can you imagine the chaos in the street just so the millionaires and the billionaires can set themselves up as some kind of God? It's time for you to make your decision now. God don't want you straddling the fence. You either got to choose God or you got to choose the devil. There ain't no more straddling the fence. Either make the tree good and its fruit good, or make the tree corrupt and its fruit corrupt. You can't serve God and mammon. It's up to you. Thank you.